Welcome back, everybody, to the H3 Podcast Live. We've got a segment on deck. We've got Skippy, the 39-year-old virgin. He used to be 34. And we've got Ryan Jaunzemis, the ultimate pickup artist, ready to advise. I can hear that from outside. Dan, I can hear you.
Guys, we can
Dan.
hear you.
All right, let's try this. Let's try it. Third time's a charm. Okay, here we go. Hey, it's a live show. It's a live show. Shit happens. You think Seinfeld runs this smoothly on deck? Live studio audience. All right, we ready, Dan? Okay, here we go. Welcome, everybody, back to the H3 Podcast Live.
Welcome back.
Yeah. We have got Skippy, the now 39-year-old virgin, on deck to receive some sage advice from the ultimate pickup master, Ryan Jaunzemis. They're both legends. Ryan is someone we've spoke about in the past. He's a soaper. He's a party animal. He's a musician. And most importantly, he's a pickup artist. And he's fucked like 200 girls. At least.
I do want to ask him what's the current number.
Now, Skippy was the subject of one of these shows on like TLC or one of these networks that will make a show about anything called The Virgin Diaries. Mm-hmm. And it cataloged his attempt to just get his dick wet, essentially. He's a 34-year-old Mormon. And he's never had sex. He lives with his mom in the basement. But he's this wonderful character who is just so desperate to put his dick into any hole, which is admirable, something I really relate to on a personal level.
I don't know if he would agree with that, but we can ask him.
Yeah, and anyway, he's now 39 since that came out and still a virgin. So I want to bring him on, ask him a couple questions, and then we'll get Ryan on the phone to hopefully coach these two guys and ideally to build this into a more fruitful relationship between the two of them. So with that being said, Skippy, if you're there, I have one question for you to begin.
Absolutely, go for it.
My first question for you is, like, when watching that episode featuring you on the Virgin Diaries, I noticed that you had a mason jar full of belly button lint next to your bed that you brought out during your date. Can you explain what the fuck is with the belly button lint collection?
Okay, super quick story about that. 20 years ago when I was on my Mormon mission, every day we were supposed to, like, write in our journals, right, and read the scriptures and things. And I was like, I'm like, what do I do every single day? And I was like, okay, I shower, and I'm like, oh, but I also, like, empty my belly button lint. And I'm like, okay, I can't commit to writing in my journal every day, but I will do that. And so I just started pulling it out, and there was a little jar from Christmas that I had, and so I'm like, oh, I'll just put it in there.
Something about it being in a Christmas jar makes it.
No one.
Just saying something. Something about putting it in a Christmas jar. Okay, that once. All right, go ahead. I'm just going to stop. Clearly, there's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Between then and when the show filmed me with it, like maybe 10 people on the planet knew about it. Like, my best friend since high school had no idea that I had it. Like, literally, no one knew about it. They came and filmed and were like, what's that? And I'm like, oh.
But you had it laying out
They're
clearly
like,
if they were able to see it.
Well, it was in my room, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, but, like, prior to them filming it, no one knew about it. And they're like, oh, we're including that. And I get it, you know, because everything's fair game, but it's not like I went advertising and telling the world that they had to film me in my amazing belly button lint collection. And it's not like I ever brought a girl on a date and said, hey, want to see this? Because I get that it's odd. And until the show, no one knew about it.
There's something really just the fact that it's in a Christmas-styled mason jar, because usually in a Christmas jar you expect popcorn, caramel popcorn, candy canes.
Yeah, instead of a really creepy belly button lint collection. I got it.
Are you still collecting?
It's not normal. I do check my belly button lint every day, and if there's there, I put it away just because I got in the habit of doing it.
Do you ever smell it? Do you ever put your nose in there and just take a deep smell of it?
It doesn't have a smell. It's lint. It's you smell the dryer lint and be like,
Well, your belly button hole is like a fucking wet, soggy hole in your stomach with sweat and like lint. Anyway, let's get off that.
How do you get so much
I get that
lint
it's
in
odd.
there?
I get that it's odd, yeah.
It's okay. That was the part of the video that stuck out to me the most. He was inquiring, how do you get that much lint? Well, I get lint in my belly button, too. It's something about being a fat, sweaty, hairy guy. I mean, I'm talking about myself here. I don't mean to say that about you. But with the hair, I think it's something about the hair and the sweat.
Person on the planet that has that.
No, you're not. You're maybe the only person that puts it in a jar every day, though, and collects it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's odd as crap, and if someone wants
unique.
to offer me many thousands of dollars, but $50, I'm not selling it. But
so let everyone know.
Absolutely.
Let everybody know now. The offer is on the table. For the right offer, Skippy will sell you that jar.
Is there a minimum?
Oh, absolutely.
What's the minimum you're looking for?
The minimum, probably $2,500, something like that. Like if a person gave me $1,000 right now, only because I think that I could probably get $2,500 if I got the bid going.
So there's a special promotion going now for our listeners. Get a hold of Skippy if you want to buy his belly button lint collection.
Use code H3.
Yeah, use code H3.
I am Skippy. You got it.
All right, let's get into the let's get a little deeper than this. As much as I do love talking about belly button lint, what did you think when you first saw our video?
You know what? It was crazy because that morning I had checked my Twitter and I was at like 1,200, and I had gone from like when Virgin Diaries came out. My phone blew up, and I went from like 800 Twitter followers up to like 1,500, and I was super excited about that. But then over the last couple of years, that 1,500 dwindled down, and I built it back up to 1,200, and that was Thursday morning at like 10 o'clock. And then Thursday afternoon at 3 o'clock my time, you guys released the video, and within an hour, I was up to, because you guys then released the video and did the podcast, and I was up to from 1,200 up to like 1,500, and I'm now up to 2,300 Twitter followers.
Oh yeah, boy!
And also, I had not been recognized in Utah. I have been on a game show and won money there. I had even did an internship for a local TV station in the morning where I was on fairly regularly, and have only in the last 10 years been recognized 3 or 4 times, and in the last 2 weeks, I've been recognized 10 times.
Wow, that's cool. So you seem pretty happy about it.
At Wendy's.
Oh,
yeah.
That's cool, man. I'm happy to hear.
Yeah.
So you're not considering suing us, right? Not that you.
No.
Good.
It's flattering that anyone cares about it because. Just like me being on Virgin Diaries was something that was really fun, and I was supposed to be on The View, but my plane got stranded in Detroit, so I didn't get to go on The View.
Well, let me ask you.
I did get to be on Dr. Drew to promote it, and then I got to fly up to Seattle and introduce the Lumineers on stage in front of the Deck the Hall Ball. From all of that,
it sounds like you have a very illustrious history. I want to ask you something. Have you been on any dates lately?
My most recent date was a week ago. I took a date to see Jimmy Pardo at Wise Guys in Salt Lake Comedy.
How did it go?
Tonight, it went really well. It's a girl that I've known off and on for like 7-8 years, and so we go on dates, and I've told her a million times, like, if she's ever interested in a relationship, I'm there for her, kind of thing.
So is she a Mormon?
Yeah, she's also Mormon.
So as I understand it, your biggest
I go on dates with girls that aren't Mormon too.
You're coming up on 40 years of never having had sex. Is the biggest obstacle in your way the fact that you can't have sex till you're married because you're a religious Mormon, or at this point are you just ready to get your dick wet?
No, I want to wait and have sex until after I get married, and hopefully it's with a girl that shares all of my exact same views. But at the same time, I don't think the same now as I did when I was 22. Like, I'm pro medical marijuana, pro gay marriage, so I'm not like I'm a liberal Mormon,
right?
And so
what is it that
I'm going to marry a virgin? Like when I was 22, I thought I was going to get married to a virgin. When I'm 39, do I think I'm going to get? So no, I'm wanting.
You want to marry a virgin?
I get married.
Your dream is to marry a virgin. Tell me, once you get married,
when I was 22.
Once you get married,
what? Was my dream.
once you get married, what is the first sexual act that you would like to perform?
Sex in the limo on the way over to the hotel.
Sex in the limo on the way to the hotel. You can't wait. You get it out. You get it down. You know what to do. Like, you know where the hole is, right?
I'm very aware.
It's surprising because it's always...
men have Audis and girls have innies and how that works.
It always surprising because it's a little lower than you expect. I hear that frequently, that it's like, it's lower than you expect.
One day and that'll be great.
So you're going to do it really quick in the limo, and then when you get to the hotel room, what happens then?
Do you really want to know?
Do you want to know the songs that I have picked out that I want to...
No, like what positions? Like what positions?
My prediction of what sex will be like with my wife in a hotel room. Well, it kind of depends on her because I'm not going to rape my wife, and so I'll kind of just go with the flow with whatever she feels.
So you're not going to take the lead on this one. You're going to be more submissive. You're into being submissive.
I think it's fair to say that when that time comes, I'll really go with the moment. I don't think that having a plan of okay, so sweetie, I've been this. All I know is the song that I want to do it to, and it's Celine Dion's "All Coming Back to Me Now." And just when I was 17, I thought that was the song that I should lose my virginity to, and so it's just been my go-to answer.
Celine Dion, let her take you there. I'm curious, what's the furthest you've ever gotten with a girl so far?
2.5 base.
2.5 base. Is that above or below clothing? Above or below?
It was both experiencing above stuff, right? It's never been. I've never. A girl's never gone below the waist with her mouth with me,
right?
But with hand. And then,
so you're allowed. Are you allowed to get a blowjob?
This is way too detailed for me.
As a Mormon, if I were to do that, that would be like a talk with your bishop kind of stuff. Talk to
the bishop. I love that phrase. But so I mean, is it willing for you to get a blowjob and then just be like, well, this is worth a discussion with my bishop?
Don't get me wrong. I mean, there have been times where I've gone on a date thinking that I was just going to kiss her, and then all of a sudden my body took over, and the next thing you know, I'm hands are moving in a car, and then it's like, oh crap, I need to talk to my bishop about this later, right? When the whole intention was just like, wouldn't it be great if I got a kiss at the end of the date? Yeah.
So
I've had chances where I could have had sex with a girl, where I've been on dates with girls, and I know if I had wanted it to get to that point, but I really did turn into Steve Carell on the 40-Year-Old Virgin, and the next thing you know, you've accidentally kicked a girl in the face, and
it really the whole religion thing. It seems like so rough, man. It's such a rough thing to deal with in terms of sex. But I'm hoping that with the advice of a dating expert like Ryan Jaunzemis can help bring your game to the next level so that we can find you the girl of your dreams, and so that you can finally move on to that third, fourth, and dare I say fifth, aka home run, grand slam. We want to take you all the way with Ryan's help. Do you think you would benefit from the advice of a dating coach?
Yeah, no. Where I see the most value of being is if I ever want to get to the point where a girl would actually want to marry me, I have to be better with girls to just get them to go on first, second, and then third dates. Because I've been on a ton of first dates, right? And I've made out with 49 girls.
Whoa, hello.
How many girls have I had fourth dates with, right? So I've been on...
That's the problem, is getting that fourth date. Oh, shit. I did add to call, but it hung up on Skippy.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm trying to get them both on a call. Oh, fuck. All right, hold on, I'm trying to get them in a group call. Add call. What am I doing wrong? You call Skippy, and then you go, hey, Skippy, I'm trying to add Ryan to the call. Hold on one sec.
Okay.
So we're getting Ryan on the phone. Our Discord completely failed. How do I... Because when I call him, it just hangs up on Skippy. I don't get that. You can cut this part, Dan. Oh, here you go. Merge. Okay, good. Hello. Is everybody there? Hello?
I'm here.
Ryan, are you there?
I am here.
All right. Thank you guys for your patience in trying to get this set up. It's our first time doing something like this, and our planned method completely failed. So we're on the phone here with Ryan Jaunzemis, the dating expert, with Skippy, the 39-year-old virgin. Ryan is a god. I mean, Ryan, how many women have you slept with?
To date, 219.
Oh my God!
Did you hear the fan? Like, cause I'm in hot ass Las Vegas over here.
Nope, you're good. You're good.
7 degrees. Oh, it was raining earlier, but you can't hear the fan.
Nope, no. You're all good. So my question for you, Ryan, is how does your dick stay on? How's your dick not just withered and fallen off your body after? That's like you're throwing the dice on the craps table 207 times or whatever.
Well, I definitely recommend practicing safe sex at first. When you're with a new partner.
Right.
And then, I mean, ultimately, when you move into let's say a trusting monogamous relationship.
Got it. That's good advice. So, Ryan, let me introduce you to Skippy, who's also on the phone. Ryan, why don't you pick it up, Ryan, and talk to Skippy?
Question number one from me is, of those 219, how many did you end up in a relationship with? Quite a few, actually. I mean, living in Las Vegas, it's an interesting game out here, and as a single guy, it's I enjoy sex with beautiful women, and it's fun to go out and meet women and.
Well, let's focus on helping Skippy out here. I mean, Skippy is basically having trouble getting to the fourth date. He has a lot of dates. He finds a lot of dates, but he has trouble securing the relationship, right? So what kind of advice would you give somebody like Skippy? Like, talk to Skippy. Like tell him, what does he need to do to get that fourth date?
Well, I have a few thoughts. Sure. Well, let's start with what's going on. Like, for if I was dealing with a dating coaching client, first I would want to find out what are the underlying issues of. I'm going to ask you personally, why do you think that you're not being able to be successful with women? I think the number one thing is that I feel like a failure in my life, that I'm 39, jobless, and in mom's basement. So I think that's like I think that's the thing. Like, when I was in my 20s and I wasn't like caring about my future, because like everyone in their young 20s is expected to be like this, then it was like, yeah, go on tons of first dates all the time, that kind of thing. But I know that the reason why it in my 30s it's different is because, like, even if I had the right first pickup line for a girl, there's that thought that goes, oh, wow, this went really well. And I even wanted to say, like, hey, let's get out here and go make out someplace. My back home situation is mom's basement, So, but now here's the thing. Like, I saw the video. You made that video 6 years ago, right? Yeah, 5 years ago, yep. And you're still in the same place. Yeah, because I'm pathetic. It's true.
I feel like you're accepting it way too easy, Skippy, that you're like, yeah, I'm pathetic. That's it. It's like, you got to get out there and shake your dick, boy.
Yeah, like the first thing that you're saying right there, like, that's like the first thing off the top of your head. Like, I'm pathetic. It's like
accepting
you have
defeat.
This underlying belief that that's where you're at, and you're at that plateau. And
right.
If you think about that, don't get me wrong. I'm trying to. I'm not happy with this. In fact, my mom and I even made an agreement that I have to find a place to live by the end of September. So, like, I'm forcing myself to move on, and I've gone and gotten the help with getting my resume updated and things to be able to get a better job. And I realized that is a part of it, right? But that also isn't like the reason why on Tinder I'm not getting girls. So I think that's one of the things to have brought you in to
I'd
help
love
me
to see
with,
his Tinder profile.
like, picking up the girls so that, like, okay, that stuff can happen another day. Let's change that first.
Well, Skippy, do you feel comfortable with your approach? Do you feel comfortable approaching women? Do you think you have a good approach?
In my 20s, yes. In my late 30s, no.
So what are we going to do about that, Ryan? Give this guy some slick tips on how to fucking get his dick wet.
Well, the problem here, Ethan, is that, well, think about his in-game. Even if he goes up and he's approaching girls and doing well, he has no way to seal the deal. Or
right.
I'm understanding that you're Mormon and you're not trying to, like, quote-unquote seal the deal until you're married. But you still have no way to isolate the girl. And is that what you're saying, right? Until you move out of your mom's place and you have your own place?
Yeah, that seems right.
This isn't just about approaching women. You've got to you have to look at the bigger picture, so to speak.
Sure.
You have to figure out how you're going to get from point A to point B, and whether that's whether you're not trying to actually have sex with the girl and you want to end up this whole issue is kind of screwed up, because a woman does want a man who's going to fuck her, like, not, okay, but we'll try to work.
No, well, that's interesting. Now, let's follow that thought, because Skippy, I was asking about what he fantasized his first, sexual position would be on his future wife, and he said, like, he's not trying to rape his girl and he's just going with the flow. So I'm getting some, like, very submissive vibes from Skippy.
Yeah, just because I don't have a history of, like, knowing what the first thing to do, even if I got to that point, was, kind of thing, I'm good at head massages. I can usually get a girl to, like, let me make out with her if I give her a good head massage.
Is that enough,
right?
Ryan?
That's in my arsenal of.
So he's good at foot massaging, Ryan. Is that enough?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be enough. We're going to have to step up your game, Skippy. Look, you've been doing the same thing right now since you made this video like 6 years ago. I want to ask you a question. If you continue this pattern that you're on and you keep doing the same things that you've been doing the past 6 years, and you keep doing this the rest of your life, what kind of results do you think that you're going to end up with? What do you think is going to be the outcome? Like 5 years from now?
I completely agree with you. I think that you're right. Like, I need a head to toe makeover of my even.
Let's get Skippy a makeover.
Dating.
Wait, are you talking mental or physical, Skippy?
Well, I'm talking about both, right?
I want to give your ass a makeover. I want Ryan to give you a makeover.
Well, and if we can,
that sounds like a plan.
Oh, I love it.
And you don't go get mani pedis or something like that.
Mani pedis and Ryan.
Take this guy to the mall.
I'm gonna need you to put him in the chokers and shit and capes.
Well, and so guys, here's the little asterisk to the whole thing. Like with me, where other guys, their thought is like, okay, the end game is to have sex, right? If we adjust the bar and say like, okay, if he's waiting till he gets married to have sex, but if we put the goal at not just like getting Skippy to the point where he can have sex, but getting Skippy to the point where he can end a first date and get a second date for sure, or even have the goal be to get Skippy to go on a date where he can get a makeout at the end of the first date and then get a second date to go with it, that's a much better goal for me than go have sex kind of thing, And so like for other guys, their whole goal is go out, get laid.
Ryan, let me ask you to step in here.
To me,
Ryan, give me you as your dating expert, a pickup artist, a motivational coach. Let's lay out a plan, a playbook for Skippy.
Yes.
Well, first of all, we've got to change like the way that he's thinking about this. First of all, like when you're saying like this is a goal to like get a makeout, like it's not hard to make out with a girl. Like girls like to be kissed just as much as guys like to kiss girls. And you're making it. You've got to take the pussy off the pedestal, bro. Like you have it built up in your mind like it's this great thing, and it's so out of reach. But you have to understand, like you're a man, and it's built in you to take what you want.
Damn.
To be a dominant, real man.
Oh shit! I'm getting wet. Keep going, Ryan.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, shit. Are you kidding me? Are you guys there?
Oh,
Okay, you're there. You're there. Go ahead, Ryan. I got you back. Wait, are you there, Skippy?
I'm here.
Oh, what happened to Ryan? Oh, you are there. Okay, so go ahead. You
went like dead for a second.
Yeah,
Oh.
I left off at take what you are because you're a real man, and so I was I was feeling that. So continue on that thread.
Well, I don't know, whatever. But look, I mean, you've been doing this. Well, not just the 6 years, but you've been doing this like almost 40 years now. Like if you keep doing what you've always done, you're going to continue to keep getting the results that you've always got. Does that make sense?
Sure. Yep, absolutely.
So we need to change these patterns of behavior that you have.
Right.
Like we need to imagine like your mind is like a computer, and right now you have like you're not even like Windows 7. You're like Windows 98. We need to like basically wipe out that old hard drive and reinstall. I know Ethan hates Windows, but I'm just using this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We need to upgrade you to the Windows 10.
Just as long as you mute the
make you
notifications.
Skippy 2.0. We need to
see
step
the
up your game.
euphemism, hard dick, hard drive. I see what you're going for. Keep going.
Continue, Ryan.
No one thought that was funny. I thought it was hilarious.
So, I'm just trying to, we're gonna have to get together and brainstorm on this because you need a hardcore.
Yeah, they need to get together.
Well, what do we do?
agree.
What do you think? We're going to give him a makeover, head to toe.
I think he needs a definite makeover. I mean, we need to.
He's got to look good to feel
fix the
good.
hair. We need to shave the neck beard. We need to get rid of the goofy shirts.
Okay.
We need to.
Now,
I
what
like the
what
goofy
are we
shirts.
going to do about the belly button link collection? Should he bring that, or what do we do about that?
Well, we need to take that to like a Chevron station, pour gas on it, and just fucking light it on fire.
Skippy, I hate Skippy. Hold on, Skippy. I know. Skippy, hold on. Let me talk here. I know that you don't bring it on dates, but the mere existence of it is a fucking huge deterrent. Like, I try to sell it. I'll give you a week to sell that, Skippy, if there's someone out there who's weird enough to want to own that. But I'm telling you, I just don't think that is something you can carry around. Because when you're in an intimate conversation, you need to share the fact that you have a belly button link collection next to your bed.
Why don't we put it on eBay? And maybe
Put it on eBay.
Autograph it, Ethan.
Yeah,
Like,
okay,
yeah.
I'll do that. I'll autograph it, Skippy. But if nobody buys it, you got to get rid of it because that's just a skeleton in the closet.
I'll tell you what, when you bring me out there and we meet, I'll bring it with, completely ready. You sell it, whatever you get, the highest bid, and if we can put a minimum bid on it, right, so that I can.
I think you may be overvaluing this, Skippy.
Then we'll
I think if somebody
throw
takes it for free, you're getting a good value.
No, it's got some value.
Got too much sentimental value for free.
Okay, so we're gonna sell it.
Value.
You have 1 week to sell it, or we're gonna do what Ryan suggested and bring it to Chevron.
I have an issue right here. I'm actually looking through your Instagram right now, Skippy. You have a picture on here with I don't know what it's like, a beaker full of kidney stones that you're displaying. Like,
No.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I had 7 kidney stone surgeries in the last year, and
What?
I had a kidney stone surgery about the size of your thumb that was that when they went in and blew up, they pulled that out of me, and the doctor said, "This is that stone that we worked on." And
But hold on,
so, yeah.
Are you saving them?
Huh?
You're saving the stones though?
I kept it because it was the thing that had caused me pain for all that time, so I have it somewhere, but it's not like it's displayed. Do you guys not have memories and things that happened to you as a kid? Like, I'm not going to
like pictures. I have pictures.
No. I'm questioning it just because I understand that it must have brought you immense pain. I can understand that, but
Yeah.
if you're trying to attract women, like having stuff like that in their face, don't you feel that they're gonna kind of feel something cringe in the pit of their stomach where it makes
them off. I think you're focusing on the wrong thing, because I can't get a girl to come back with me to my place. Like, there's no way they're going to see the
I think
that or anything like that. I can't get them to.
Well, you know, Skippy, we're talking about Skippy 2.0, right? I think the same part of you that has this desire to collect belly button lint and kidney stones is the same part of you maybe that's making it difficult.
It's like I think this is the little boy inside of you talking, and we want to see the grown man, Skippy, the new version of you.
Right.
Sure. And I'm open to it.
Okay, so let's focus this then.
It's okay to let some of these parts of you go. And all jokes aside, like, you're in a safe place. You know, we want the best.
No, this is just to help me. It's going to be a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, my end goal is to just let's get that dick
help
wet.
Him get his dick wet, right?
Let's just get the dick. So here's what I'm proposing. In the coming weeks, I want to bring both of you guys out here to LA. I want to bring Ryan Jaunzemis and Skippy, the 39-year-old virgin, out. I propose that me and Ryan give you a makeover. Okay, we're gonna do some
pretty woman me.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretty woman the hell out of you. Okay, bring the kidney stones and the belly button lint with you, because we need to figure out what to do with that stuff. Okay. And we're basically going to coach you mentally, physically. It's going to be like dating boot camp. And ultimately, what I'd like to do, because Ryan specializes in in-field training. So I want to put you in the field with Ryan and basically put an earpiece in your ear. And I want Ryan to be giving you real-time advice on how to be securing these relationships. Does that sound like something?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there. When we were doing that, it was kind of like a joke, but I usually do not take a student who has not trained with me, like, one-on-one in a classroom environment, and just put the earpiece into him and take him out. It's more like after like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 sessions,
it's a process.
I do the earpiece thing.
Right.
He doesn't really need that. But I think right now we need to give him a makeover, and then he needs to start learning how to approach women like a confident man and be able to express what he wants. You know, Skippy, I want you to be able to be comfortable with your desires as a man. I want you to be able to.
Do you know? Well, Ryan, you know when he thinks
seducing women and being able to go up to them and tell them exactly what you want. You know, I want you to be able to ultimately
hi,
so
you're
confident.
Let's get out of here and do stuff that will almost make it so that I have to talk to my bishop. Almost.
No.
Boom. Let's go.
Let's talk to the bishop.
I wouldn't use that line, no, but let's
all right. I think we're all on the same page. Yeah.
Imagine someone like I don't know, someone famous like George Clooney or something like that. Would he use a line like that?
Not talk to the bishop.
No.
But he would.
No.
What do you?
I don't want you to see him try hard. I want you to be able to just walk up to a woman and be like, "Hey, you know, I saw you from across the way. I just thought you were super cute, and I want to come meet you. I'm Skippy. You know, who are you?
Yeah.
Maybe is Skippy your real name, by the way?
I want you to be so comfortable that you could walk up to a girl and basically. Well, we'll get into it when you get there.
All right. Yeah. So anyway, this is the plan, and also the earpiece part. We're going to do that too.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
It'll just look like I'm on my cell phone. It'll just look like I've got my.
No, it's invisible. It's invisible.
Yeah. Bluetooth. Yeah. Whatever.
And then and then I have one more question for you, Skippy. If I bring in a pastor, certified to marriage, and I find a bunch of beautiful women, and you get to choose the one that you love, you go on a date, she's great. Would you be willing to come in here and get married to somebody?
No, like this is all fun and everything like that, but my long-term happiness and the internet are probably not going to be the way that I find what I want.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, we could just take a shortcut. Like, we could take a shortcut, like, you bring in a couple cuties.
I don't want to have a pretend marriage so that I can have sex.
Okay, so it's not worth it to bring in a couple cuties to seal it up, have someone get married, you know, get the dick wet, talk to the bishop, and then...
No, because that's not the goal. The goal is love and marriage. But don't get me wrong, I'm a guy, and when I go on dates with two girls, I really hope it ends with like making out, and that girl wants to do that again. And I realize that one day that leads to the point where then a person.
There's another issue.
So
see, that's another thing. You're looking at this in a very a way that's very Hollywood, and it's not practical in a real life application. In a real life situation, when you're meeting a woman, it's a phone call. Getting some live me shit. Usually, if a seduction goes properly, you should be making out with the girl within the first 5 minutes to a half an hour, not at the end of the day.
Oh, crap.
You don't want to make this a big deal, to have that big, uncomfortable moment at the end of the night. You're saying bullcrap, but prove me wrong.
Well, why do you...
Seinfeld. You don't end up with a different girl every single week.
Why don't we let them
It's not a
take this...
Seinfeld episode of like, hey, this week I'm with this girl, and then the next week, Carrie Hatcher is there. And then
maybe it could be, though, Skippy. Maybe it could be.
Okay, look. Every passionate relationship that I've ever been in, do you know how it started? Passionately.
Ooh.
You need to be a man who's going to sweep women off their feet. Sure. You've got to be the man, Skippy.
All right.
Okay.
Guys, let me cut you off there. I think we're at a good place.
To make the big move at the end of the day.
I think we're at a good place.
We want to have a smooth transition.
Yeah, it's going to be smooth. Sure. It's going to be slick. So I'm looking forward to arranging you guys both to come out here. And Skippy, we are going to transform you. We are going to build you, make you better, stronger, and ultimately you're going to be talking to the pastor.
Whole new me.
Or the bishop, I mean.
Boom.
You'll be talking to the bishop after our trip.
Yep.
That's my goal.
Awesome.
All right, guys.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much to Ryan Jaunzemis. Ryan, do you want to, where can people find you?
You can find me very easily. Go to my YouTube.
Ryan Jaunzemis.
Look up my name, Ryan Jaunzemis, and stop by and say what's up.
And Skippy, where can people find you at?
I'm going to be starting a daily vlog because I've had a lot of people that have said to me, Skippy, we want to hear from you. So I'm going to do a vlog. And
where can they find that?
On Twitter at I am Skippy. And I've got my current YouTube channel is I am Skippy. But yeah, Instagram, I am Skippy. Twitter, I am Skippy. And YouTube, Skippy the Virgin. So,
yo, what's going to happen when you actually, you're going to have to change the name of your YouTube channel, hopefully, by the end of this next couple weekends. All right, guys.
I thought about it. I'm going to put the word former in front of it.
Okay, good. I'm glad you've thought about it. Okay, good. Guys, thank you so much. I'm going to... Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm going to get in touch with you guys over the next couple of weeks. And thank you all, both of you guys, so much for coming and joining us. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate you both.
This was fun, guys. Thank you so much. I'm so flattered that you guys even did a video about me. It's been awesome.
Thank you. Thanks, dude. Thank you, Ryan. Cool. All right.
I think they have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, they have a lot to talk about. I think we need to get those guys in a room together.
Yeah.
A glass of Henny. I wonder if Skippy can drink Henny. It's challenging because Skippy's got this religious aspect to it.
Yeah. But at the end, he's just looking to find the one, which is what a lot of people are.
Yeah, but also at the same time, I think that if it seems like talking to the bishop's a good trade. It's like you fuck up, you talk to the bishop. It's like washing your hands. You get your hands dirty, you wash them, you're good.
Complicated than
you think
that.
So? You only get 3 talk to the bishops in a lifetime before God hits you with a lightning bolt. All right. Well, that was fucking interesting. Look, we're out here. We're trying new things. Give us a break. These guys are both interesting. I'm going to see what kind of names we can cook up. I think it was interesting. Yeah, it was interesting to hear them. I mean, hey. So thank you, everybody, for watching this week of the H3 Podcast. Stay tuned.